Oh my, today we're going to speak on my experience living at the 1001. It definitely is an experience more than anything. Um, I did see this video on TikTok and I just wanted to put this in here real quick.
So here's what went down at 1001 in Tempe. A sprinkler valve goes off. Not a fire, just a system issue. And instead of water draining outside like fire code requires, it floods the entire stairwell and multiple units, including ours. Now, according to Tempe's fire code and NFPA 13, sprinkler systems are supposed to drain into an approved outlet or outside the building, not in the people's apartments, not down a staircase like a waterfall, and definitely not all over residents' belongings. We called management, we called maintenance. They were aware, but they absolutely didn't do anything. Nobody came out, nobody checked on the flooding, nobody even walked over to see if anyone needed help. Meanwhile, I'm in the hallway with the broom, pushing water away from our doors just to stop the damage. Look, I get it. Not everyone's job requires going above and beyond, but if you're running a residential community, your job is literally to maintain the building and protect the people living in it. So, Mark Taylor, I ask you, can you do any better?
So you can just see what the type of stuff the video is on. Like I was just scrolling out randomly seeing it. I'm like, what are the odds I lived there too and went through similar hell? Mine was a little bit different. Being real, if you look at my older videos, like my first videos on the channel, you'll see that's where I was living at. I had the 1001. That's the first apartment I was at out here in Arizona. You know what I'm saying? I was in Tempe. I had the windows, had the cool view and everything. And I thought it was cool first. I'm like, okay, you feel me? Thought it was cool. You know, it's right by the water, right by the lake. A lot of people would get tempted by the location, the luxury sense of it, and pretty much think it's the vibe, right? They'll probably think it's some sweetness too, you feel me? I'm not gonna lie. But the reality of living there is not good. Like, it's not like as good as it seemed, gang. Like, I ain't going back. First day I moved in, no hot water. No hot water, dryer, washer didn't work, windows wasn't opening, stuff like that. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's crazy that, like, and it's like, it's not even like cheap or nothing, it's like luxury shit. So I'm like, are you paying luxury price and they didn't even fix it up for you? Like, I paid y'all all this money to move in and y'all couldn't even get the crib right for me? Like, I don't know why apartments do that to people. Like, do y'all just not like the people, or like y'all rent to them, but y'all just don't? Why y'all like, bro, cold, like no hot water, no washer dryer, like it's certain stuff. Like, I remember I walked in there, they had like an extra router on the floor. I'm like, bro, whose router is this? Like, it was like a second router. I'm like, y'all know y'all left a router in here and stuff like that. They're like, oh, okay, you could just bring it down to the office. My bad. Like, bro, what? So cool. I'm like, all right, cool. It's just the first day. I'm still excited for the apartment. It's just like, okay, maybe they forgot. Maybe they just didn't turn the hot water on and fix everything up. Even though I, did the tour. I do feel all right, boo, whatever. All right, we are good. Hold on, my fault. I was talking to the YouTube support chat right there, cause boy, I got monetized. It's a whole mess, bro. But look, we ain't gonna talk about that right now. Shout out to the channel for just being monetized. But hey, look. Long story short, bro, it was a bunch of maintenance requests. After the first little set, I thought that was it. No. So when they fixed the first thing, I had to meet the maintenance crew for the first time. Met them. And that's when it was more problems. Like, I remember opening the window, and that's when the latch broke. So I really couldn't close the window. Like, you had to like do this to open it. Like, it was like a little spiral. So I'm like, damn, the latch broke. So now the window broke. It's stuck open and shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what is going on? It was things going on. Like, I remember what happened. Bro, I had over 20 maintenance requests within like 2 months. It would be stuff like random shit. Like, I remember that the freaking AC and the heat wasn't working. Like, I would put the heat on, right? But it wouldn't raise the temperature up. So I'm over here at night, like, why is it so hot? And I'm like, I know I'm in Arizona, Phoenix. I'm not trying to complain about like the heat not working, more so the AC works. But like when it's nighttime and you in, bro, look, when you're in Tempe and you're right by that water and you got them big ass windows that aren't fully sealed, that's another thing. You could stand near the wall, right? I'm standing here, you feel the same. Over there, you're gonna feel way colder in the corner, cause the windows, like, they would be kind of like, that's their wall. So you would feel the air from outside. There would be small little cracks in between the windows and stuff. So like, you would be freezing at night. You know how at night it get cold? It gets cold out in the desert too. Trust me. So at night, bro, it would be freezing. I felt like that SpongeBob episode where he left the fridge open. So I'm over there, feel me, like trying to figure out why it's so cold in here. I got the heat running all night, it's still keeping me cold. Now I'm paying extra for that, and it's like it's not even working. Called the maintenance. I had to put a question to fix the heat. I'm like, bro, it's just getting out of hand that I'm dealing with too many maintenance requests. I just moved in, and this is supposed to be like a decent unit. Like it was a loft apartment. Rent right at that time was like 2 bands. So I'm like, bro, I'm paying $2K and I'm having no heat. It's like I'm just dealing with like a lot of issues, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, another thing I just remembered, I had the windows, right? It was like a wall, had the windows, right? At the top, it was spider webs, dust, and all that shit. I'm like damn, like y'all ain't. I put in a request like y'all clean off, maybe like, can we get the spider webs out the corner of the windows and shit? Like, they're like, no, cleaning is responsible on your own. And that's when I'm like, you feel me? Like, it has some high ass ceilings. I'm like, bro, I have to, like, that's not even some normal shit. Like, it's not even like you could reach that shit. Like, that shit was like extra extended up there. I'm like, cause it was a lot of shit. I'm like, bro, what? You gonna move me into this apartment with spider webs and all this dust in here? Y'all couldn't even get it right for me? Like, I thought that was a natural. I thought that was like a normal thing. You know what I'm saying? Another thing is, bro, I had the ceiling fan. It didn't even have a light on there. It didn't even have a light. I don't know if that's normal. I don't think it is, bro. If you get an apartment, why do they have a ceiling fan with no light on there? Like, it's like they did me wrong. I'm just like, what? Like, it's like certain shit, like, be like, why? What did I do, y'all? Like, y'all approved me. Like, y'all could have just told me no or something. Like, I mean, I'm like, I didn't even trip off that. Like, damn, they gave me a whole ceiling fan, but they didn't even put no light on the ceiling fan. It's cool. I'm like, it got natural light in here. I'm gonna use it to my advantage, right? Remember one day the fire alarm kept beeping, so I'm like, okay, I have to call maintenance because it's like way up there in the corner. They came through, then I met another maintenance crew. I pretty much met through all the requests. I met like all the maintenance crew. I met so many different staff and that motherfucker. I'm like, bro, I had more maintenance over here than I had guests. That's the problem. I had more maintenance over here than friends or people. Like, what in the world? I had met y'all more than I met anybody else. Like, this is getting insane. It'd be insane because I just tell them, like, yeah, y'all could just do it anytime. I can come in anytime, fix it. It'll be times they'll come in like, all right, bro, we're working on it. I have somebody over, maybe they're like, oh, wrong time. I'm like, yeah, ready to come back late. It's like they will always be there. Then I'd be like, all right, y'all, I can work on it. I remember coming home, they in there working on it. I'm over here trying to do my thing on my computer too. They over there working on it. They fixing the window. They dropping shit out the window and shit. Like, oh shit, my fault, me. Be right back. You feel me? I'm like, damn, dropping shit. But it came back. I'm like, okay. Y'all finna be done and all that. They're like, all right, yeah. So, that didn't work. So I'm gonna have to come back again. So I'm like, bro, it just getting out of hand, bro. You don't want to see maintenance every day or every week at all, bro. I just started to get like tired of it. Like, they want the full rent price, but they're not giving me a good full experience. I'm over here seeing maintenance every week. Like every week since I moved in, seeing maintenance. Only lived there for about 2 months. And it was just like a nightmare. And that's just the maintenance and apartment shit. I had my car in a parking garage. Someone hit my shit one day. I'm like, damn, like, can y'all drive? The fuck? Someone hit my shit, put a little note on there. They end up selling me. But motherfuckers can't park in that motherfucker either. Like that parking garage, nah. Like, but nah. Another thing, back to the apartment. I tried to get a new unit. So I'm like, okay, this unit is obviously problematic. I'm way overpaying. I'm living by myself. I'm paying 2 bands for a studio loft in Tempe. Like, it's not even like, you feel me? It's not even that crazy. I'm like, all right, I'm really getting finessed. Like, it's one thing if the apartment was really like put together how they needed it and right, you know what I'm saying? Like, but if there's one thing, it was like they just, you feel me? They're really getting over it. Now it's like, all right, I need a new unit. They said to get a new unit, I'd have to pay like 3 months worth of rent or something like that. Like, I'm like, what? Like, this ain't my fault that there's all these problems going on with the unit. They're like, yeah, well, there's nothing we can do if, you know, we could give you a new unit, but you would have to pay like, it was like like $5,000 for a new unit. You feel me? We're in apartments, gang. Come on. Like, I'm paying $5,000 to move units. I just move somewhere else. So I just did what I had to do. So a lot of people be like, bro, why did you move out of there? Well, you can't be breaking leases, bro. You can't be, bro. Some places are not cooperative. Y'all don't understand. I tried to reason with them, try to get a new unit, try to manage things. And when you're going to the maintenance, when you're going to the leasing office and you're complaining and you're in the office, you could tell they don't give a fuck sometimes, bro. You could tell they definitely don't give a fuck. They're going to sit there. I remember the person, their name was like Michelle or something. She was just sitting there like, yeah. But she did not give a fuck, bro. And it's like, I tried to do what I can to, you feel me, make it out of there. Try to make it better, but it wasn't working. Ended up turning the keys in, like, yo, y'all have the keys, but I'm gone. And they ended up sending me to collection or something. They sent me like a bill for $10K. Like $10K for I'm like, what? You really think I'm gonna pay $10K for y'all? After I gave y'all the keys, I was paying every time. Then I just turned the keys into y'all because I couldn't get a new unit for a reasonable situation. Like, I tried to escalate and all that, it did not work. Y'all really gonna put my shit in collections for $10K? Y'all think they gonna get that $10K, bro? $10K is a down payment on a crib, bro. And it's not only that, it's like I didn't even live there. Like, it's not like I didn't pay them. I was paying them. They charged me that for leaving, like for leaving early. I'm like, that's gotta at least break me, bro. So be careful. I would never move there, bro. I would never recommend it. I mean, unless you hate somebody, I don't hate nobody. But if you hated somebody, bro, tell them to live there. Because it would be a hell, it would be an experience. I remember, you know, right by the lake, I walk around the lake sometimes. Be people that I meet, other neighbors, I guess. And I remember topped up with somebody, they was like, yeah, bro, I'm going through it too, bro. I hate living here, bro. It's like, this apartment, like, bro, it's some shit, bro. Like, next door is way better and all that. So that's when I gave them the keys back and moved next door. You feel me? That's what happened, bro. That's really what happened with my Ten01 experience. Or not next door necessarily, but, I mean, hey, I'm saying, if you want to live in the Tempe area, live around the lake, bro, you need to look elsewhere, though. Like, Ten01 is definitely finna throw you through an experience, throw you through some loops, and make your life difficult for no reason. Like, I know that I've been through hell, and I don't know what I did for them to not treat me right. But long story short, I just say that never move there at all costs, bro. I had an experience too, and if you live there or if you know someone that lived there, comment what happened with you there. Comment your experience. Me, I definitely had an experience, bro. I had over 20 to 30 maintenance requests within the first 2 months of living there. And they sent me the collection for $10K after I turned the keys in. Like, what? Y'all might be like, bro, it's impossible for you to get an apartment somewhere else. Not really. You feel me? I'm here. I'm somewhere else now, but you feel me? I don't know. I just kind of like, I tell them what happened, like real, like that's real spill. Like, it's not even like, certain stuff happens where it's like, what you want me to do? Y'all really want me to up the 10 bands on them? That's a down payment on a crib. That's a whole 2015 Honda Accord. That's actually the, you could probably get one of the 2018 ones. But like, why would I even, you feel me? After all that I had to deal with, it wasn't even my fault. Like, you feel me? I'm gonna have to pay for it. Bro, it's like, nah, bro. Certain stuff they gonna have to just take. And it's like they put it on my record on purpose because they're probably like, remember all them times I went to the maintenance for complaining, and not even that. Sometimes people just be hating, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, when you have all that, I had so many different maintenance staff in there, and it's like they just got to see like how I was living at that time and stuff. And it's like, I don't know what was going on. It was like certain animosity, bro, but. You know what I mean? I was just doing my clothing brand at that time, so I would just be in there. I'd have a bunch of inventory. I had to like hide some of the inventory, hide some of the items. But I still have my like desk streaming set up. So I know they were seeing I do content. They see my, you feel me? So it's like sometimes, bro, word gets around. Sometimes things happen where it's like, okay, we're not, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, but you never know, bro. That's why I try to stay low key as possible now. Because people be just really on. But my 1001 experience was interesting as heck. I don't really got no videos of it no more. Besides the ones that are on my channel from when I was just making sit down videos. But like I said, bro, I would advise strongly against living there, bro. They haven't been able to contact or reach them since. And every time I think of that place, I just think of a nightmare. I remember just wanting to get out so bad. It's other maintenance requests that I just really can't remember off the top of my head. Like, it'd be like little stuff. I remember it'd be stuff like, I remember, it's a luxury apartment, right? I remember the thing to hold the toilet paper, it like broke off. Like, it was like on the ground. I'm like, bro, I couldn't even hold my toilet paper on that shit. Like, I'm like, dang. I know that, and it's like, bro, you expect everything to be good, especially when it's like they advertise luxury living, contemporary living, all this like luxury stuff, all this make it seem like it's a resort, make it seem like it's nice. Whole time you're living in a way worse apartment than most places. It's crazy. The staff is not really responsive. They're not empathetic. They don't give a fuck. They're not forgiving, and they're going to send you to collections, and they're going to send you into a unit with issues. It's the way it is, and they're going to overprice you. Don't fall for those free weeks that they give you, because it's going to sound good. They're going to be like, oh, we offering you some free weeks. It's a reason. It's a reason they're offering you so many free weeks, bro. They can't get nobody in there. That's the finesse. That's where they got me. That's how they got me. They hit you with the, look, bro, we can give you a month or 2 months free. Then when you actually live there, you're going to realize within those months, you're going to realize how bad of a place it is to live and like how toxic it is. You're like, damn, like, it's going to wear off. You're going to be like, damn, I really don't know about living here for real. Like, then your free months are going to be gone, and then it's like, you try to break the lease, you try to leave, they're not going to let you. They're like, no, you're trapped here now. Hold it down, you gotta stay here forever. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, but yeah, I had to get up out of there, bro. You stayed there, you were strong one. You were a soldier, but me, I had to get up out of there, carry on, and do some other stuff, because I wasn't finna keep having maintenance come in there. Remember, they tried to change the AC unit so many times, bro. It's like, y'all might think I'm geeking. No, I put in a request to fix the heat and stuff. They came, they tried to look at it. They like, let me know if it works. Told them the next day, like, it didn't work. It's another night, I'm cold and freezing. They came again. They like looked at it. They're like, okay, we're gonna have to call someone else out. I'm like, okay. Another guy came in from like the AC unit. They looked at it like, okay, we're gonna see what we can do about this. Then the maintenance crew came back a 4th time. They unplugged the smart like AC unit where it was touchscreen, had like numbers and all that. They took that off. They put an old-fashioned like thermometer on there, and they're like, yeah, try this one. And then it finally started working. But it pretty much took away the smart home feature, put the old one in there after all that BS, and then it's like they're still gonna charge you for using a smart home. They're still gonna charge you their technology package and all their package when all their features wasn't even working. And I just felt like, dang, bro, they put me back with the old thermostat. Like, they really just, like, playing with me. Like, they're just doing too much, bro. It took 4 visits for y'all to do this. Y'all couldn't have just, I don't know. But luckily, I'm not there anymore. Thank God! Because things go, they get better. If you're there right now, I'm praying for you. But, if you're thinking about it, avoid it. That's just my true experience, my 1001 experience and thoughts. Let me know in the comments, like I said. Oh my. Yeah.